Regardless of political views, Donald Trump's recent re-election as President of the United States offers a contemporary example of something that goes beyond politics. Through the lens of Stoicism, a classic philosophy practiced by Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, we can observe lessons on resilience and emotional control. Let's take a look together at how even the most controversial figures of our time can teach us something profound about facing adversity. Stoicism, this ancient philosophy, teaches us to stay calm in chaos, to find serenity where the storm is strongest. Looking at Trump's journey, even if we disagree with his positions or actions, we can still find valuable examples of perseverance, focus, and control over one's emotions. We have to recognize that he's a figure who sparks intense feelings. However, there are aspects of his path that reflect a life philosophy he may not even be aware of. Stoicism. Like the wise Stoics of antiquity, Trump shows an unshakable determination and resistance to despair that offer valuable reflections. The strength to resist criticism. Donald Trump is undeniably a figure who triggers strong, polarized reactions. Throughout his public career, especially during his first term and the recent campaign that brought him back to the White House, Trump faced a barrage of criticism from all sides. His direct style, public posture, and policies faced attacks. But as we see through the Stoic perspective, what matters isn't the criticism itself, but how he chose to handle it. Trump often seems to wear an armor against external reactions, holding onto a sort of unbreakable inner narrative. This reflects the Stoic ideal of controlling our own thoughts and emotions, the ability to stay centered on one's purpose, even as the world around crumbles in judgment. This kind of steadiness reminds us of Epictetus' words, teaching us not to seek approval from others, but rather the inner peace that comes from staying true to ourselves. By observing Trump's conduct, we learn about the importance of not letting others' opinions shape our worldview or our sense of self. Resilience in the face of defeat. Trump's loss in 2020 could have marked the end of his political journey, a devastating blow for any public figure. But what we saw was something worth reflecting on. Even with the weight of a significant defeat, he didn't abandon his narrative or his purpose. Instead, he remained present, solidified his message, and built a strong support base, which culminated in his new election. This kind of resilience is a clear example of what the Stoics preached about the importance of rising after a fall. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "What stands before us is an opportunity to strengthen the soul." To him, every challenge is a chance for growth. Looking at Trump's journey, it becomes clear that defeat wasn't an end, but a chance to persist and refine his strategy. This lesson in resilience teaches us that failure doesn't have to be an insurmountable obstacle. It's a test that makes us stronger and better prepared for what's to come, focusing on what's within our reach. During campaigns and responses to criticism, Trump showed a unique ability to focus on what was within his reach, his own image, his narrative, and the messages he chose to send to his supporters. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what's beyond our grasp. Trump exemplifies this practice by focusing on things he can directly shape instead of getting caught up in what's out of his control. This selective focus aligns with what Seneca described as inner freedom. When we stop worrying about the uncontrollable, we free up energy to act effectively on what is within our reach. By centering on what he could control, Trump strengthened the confidence of his supporters and built a loyal support base, independent of outside approval or opinions. This ability to stay focused is an exercise in emotional discipline and resistance to external influences, teaching us that we can shape our own story by concentrating on what's truly in our hands. So how about you? How do you respond to criticism, defeat, or things beyond your control? Stoic philosophy teaches us that true strength comes from within, from our control over our own minds and hearts. If you want to develop this resilience, start today. Subscribe to the channel, where we discuss how to apply Stoicism and other philosophies to achieve a life of peace and purpose. Trump's story is one of controversy, but it's also a story of persistence. With a Stoic view, we see the importance of standing firm in our convictions and facing challenges with calmness. May we all learn to write our own story with courage and clarity, no matter the criticism, falls, or victories. Because as the Stoics knew well, true victory lies in the power over ourselves.